That's wonderful. So how did you start? For someone who wants to start a foundation, what do they do?
Well, the logistics of it, you have to get a tax ID number for nonprofit status. File a corporation. Um, I within days I dreamt it, the logo, the colors, everything. The next morning I got up, I wrote it all out, and drew the logo, and I had the website address, the EIN number, within a week, and the website was up, and 2 coaches within 2 weeks, and a handful of clients, and it just took off from there. So to me, it was passion and purpose combined, and just explosion, big bang.
Okay, so what made you passionate about that?
So I've been swimming competitively since I was 13 years old. My parents put me into swim lessons when I was 3 or 4 years old, and believe it or not, I hated it. I despised going. I remember distinctively hitting my head on the wall doing backstroke, and just that exact moment and the pain through my body. I just couldn't stand going to swimming lessons. I don't know what it was. I just really hated it and despised it. And then my senior year in high school, I was being recruited by college coaches for swimming. And I was like, no way, I'm not going to continue this, because my parents basically forced me to go the entire, high school and junior high. And they were like, no, go and check it out. They're offering scholarships. This could pay for your school and education. So I went, and on a college recruiting trip for athletics, it's the sky's the limit. So
Yes.
the colleges treated us like royalty, and I was like, okay, I can do this. All the food I could eat, who doesn't want that as a teenage boy? So I decided I would do it, and then I started falling in love with it in college. It was, I don't know, it was a lot different. We trained a lot more, but everything was focused on, the team atmosphere and that kind of thing. So it was, something clicked, and now I can't get out of the water. I still compete, for over 30 years. I've been teaching instruction for over 30 years now. And I was too young to teach when I first got my teaching certificate, and they thought I was too small to be a lifeguard. And so now I just want to give back to the kids that may not like it, because I know what that feels like. And so I try to help them to like it more, to enjoy it, and get through that process so they can get to where it's fun for them.
Mm-hmm.
So like the passion that I have now, and help them get through that experience that I had when I was a kid.
So can you share with us one of the setbacks you had when you're trying to create this foundation, or on your way up? Because you said you swim competitively.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you get to that point, and were you always good once you decided you liked it, or was it something you really had to train yourself?
No, I would say I'm more of, you have those who are gifted. I would say Michael Phelps is gifted, even though he works really, really hard. But then there's others that you have to train, really hard to.
Is that you?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
I had the hard road. I was 15th in the nation in '93 at nationals. So I did pretty well. I just don't have the body size that most of these Olympic swimmers have. They're usually over 6 foot tall, and 170 pounds or something, and just are bigger. And so I don't really have that structure, and I'm too lazy to swim distance, which would probably be more like my style, but for my body. But I like the short races, the sprint races, and what we call the short axis strokes, which is breaststroke and butterfly. So it's you don't have to be as tall to do that. And I was pretty good in 50 breaststroke. I could go 26 seconds, which isn't far off Michael Phelps. So
Wow.
even now, I'm within a couple of seconds of him for 50 meters. So